Demanding new aircraft for Shettima shows you are insensitive. Peter Obi tackles Borno speaker. The Labour Party presidential candidate in the 2023 general elections, Peter Obi, has berated the Speaker of the Borno State House of Assembly, Abdulkarim Lawan, over the demand for a new aircraft for the Vice President Kashim Shettima. Niger On Point reported that Lawan highlighted that the Vice President's life is endangered by the recurrent use of a faulty presidential aircraft for the international commitments. This alarm was raised following Vice President Shettima's abrupt cancellation of his scheduled appearance at the Commonwealth Summit in Samoa. In a statement via X, Peter Obi stated that the demand for a new aircraft for Shettima shows the Speaker is insensitive and unconcerned about the prevailing economic situation in the country. Peter Obi noted that issues that will benefit the masses should preoccupy leaders rather than being consumed by selfish desires for needless luxury at the expense of the people. He said, "I just read the disturbing comments in the media space attributed to one of the supposed political leaders in the country that the life of the Vice President is in danger because of the faults recorded in his official aircraft." The leader went further to urge the federal government to purchase a new aircraft for the Vice President. In making such a remark now, the Speaker is insensitive and obviously unconcerned about the prevailing economic situation in the country. That Nigerians are facing untold hardship at this moment is no secret. Such a provoking call is coming from a person who probably is oblivious to the fact that Nigeria, at present, has continued to manifest every trait of a failed state. We are today among the 11 most governed African nations in the last 10 years. We are also among the 20 most hungry nations in the world, with our people facing worsening mass poverty, extreme hunger, and starvation. Our nation remains the poverty capital of the world, with our per capita income crashing further from $1,700 in 2023 to $1,109 this year. Are these not the issues that should be prioritized by committed leaders? Our national security grade has so far collapsed 8 times this year alone and 105 times in the last 10 years, plunging our small businesses into great losses and households into darkness. In the past 15 months, several businesses have closed down or become distressed due to the harsh economic environment in the country. Are these not the issues that should preoccupy us as leaders, rather than being consumed by our own selfish desires for needless luxury at the expense of the people we are called to serve? What does Nigeria's Vice President need a new jet for? And what value are all presidential and vice presidential trips adding to our present situation? It was not until 2014 that Indonesia, with sustainable economic growth of over 6% annually for the past 10 years, adding about 50% to both her GDP and GDP per capita, decided to buy a presidential jet used by both the president and vice presidents. The vice president travels mostly in the country's national airline, Garuda Indonesia, and since we have recently undeservedly bought one, it should be used on essential, inevitable trips of the president and vice president. I appeal to the president, vice president, and our public office holders that our present precarious situations call for only minimal and highly contributory inevitable travels. It is time to sit down and find solutions to our litany of challenges for the well-being of the people and the development of our country. Nigeria will rise again if the leadership can commit to selfless service. Well, what are your opinions on this? Make sure to leave them in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and make sure to turn on notifications so you can be notified when we upload daily content here on this channel and make sure to share this video with your family and friends so that they know what is going on and they can give their own opinions on this. Now, let's see what other people have to say about this. Justice cannot prevail in Nigeria as long as these power-intoxicated cabals are in power. They do not care about the masses. If you have EcoBank, Mumu, talk from Mumu man. If I may ask you, Muhammad Buhari has private jets. Did Obasanjo have, did Osibajo have any private jets as a vice president? Why now everywhere is boiling hot? Hunger everywhere, hardship, high cost of living, suppression, yet a common man cannot eat normal 2 times a day. And what Tinubu Jagaban regime is telling us to sacrifice, etc. Governor of 8 years, now a VP. What is he looking for? Can they not sacrifice as well? I cannot believe there are still people defending these evil governments. Chai. What does VP need jet for? This is absolute nonsense. Nigerians are suffering. This so-called Abdul Karim is here talking nonsense. Nigeria is not only for the northerners. Reno Omokri is bereft of common sense and memory. There are more schools in Onitsha than in the entire Rivers and Bayelsa states together. Peter Obi moved Anambra from 27th to first position in university admissions in Nigeria. Omokri's morbid antagonism of Peter Obi has become infantile. These comments are very unwise, different from what the man means. Try to understand deeply before commenting. Very unwise, sentimental and primitive contribution. Is this how the country will go better now and future? Talk is cheap. As the adulterated, substandard, and Efulefu master Peter Obi, the failure and loser about his performance as Anambra State Governor. Nigeria was a bit buoyant then. He performed woefully and abysmally. Where was Indonesia and the others he is quoting? We have more pressing needs to meet up with. It will be done later on. Mr. Obi, please let them alone. Let them be. 8 years seems far, but it will soon pass. Let's see how you run your own administration. You can even sell all the presidential aircrafts and be joining a public plane during your administration. But right now, leave them alone. Well, these people have all given their opinions on this. Make sure to leave your own opinions in the comments down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And make sure to turn on notifications so you can be notified when we upload daily content here on this channel. And make sure to share this video with your family and friends so that they know what is going on and they can give their own opinions on this.